Hello, welcome to Sound and Fury Book Reviews. As usual, I'm Tina. Today I'm doing a book review of The Hand of God, This Dark Legacies #1 by Yuval Kordov. It's self-published because it is a semi-finalist in the SPSFC3, which is the self-published science fiction competition, third year, of which I am a judge. For the semis, we are assigned a further 4 books from the ones we initially read, and then those are ranked as well to see which ones out of our new set go forth into the finals. I am so happy to be judging this competition because it forces me to read books that I likely wouldn't have tried. Like last time, I went into this book blind, meaning I didn't read the blurb, and if I had, I likely wouldn't have picked it up on my own because there's a few keywords that I kind of avoid. I will tell you folks, what is it about? This compelling new series explores questions of family, faith, and the human condition on the backdrop of a dark post-apocalyptic future. The world ended twice, once at humanity's hand and a second time at God's, according to legend. Only Esther, the Eternal One, saw it happen. Chosen by the Messiah to redeem humanity, she heads to the holy sisterhood that rules Cathedral, the last city. Except Cathedral isn't the last city, and the source of the Revenant Sisterhood's supernatural power is far from holy. It's the year 2500, give or take. The passage of time has become as blurry as the gray wastes that cover most of North America. No moon or stars light the night, and demonic hordes smash against the last outposts of civilization. 2 reborn nations vie for humanity's future. In the West, Cathedral unleashes its god engines, ancient walking war machines, and final bid to cleanse the earth. In the East, the struggling city-state of Bastion turns to the last living AI for salvation. Between them, a tribe of technological scavengers known as the Union unwittingly holds the balance of power. Hell is on the horizon. Who will survive? Okay, so this book took me a while to get into, mainly because if you follow my channel, you'll know that I'm not religious. I know nothing about Christian mythos. In truth, I'm not interested in theology, religious awakenings, God-based magic systems, and especially not Christianity. I'm obviously not against people being religious, of course. My stepmom's family, whom I'm very close with, are very religious, and, but that's fine. It's just not my interest, so just wanted to kind of say that. As such, because I have no background in this stuff, I had trouble understanding what was going on regarding the monsters and the setting. I got that it was post-apocalyptic, but I just didn't understand, what caused it or what the monsters were. Yet, I want to stress, this is not like a teardown review at all. I think this book is really, really good. I rated it very highly, which I will get to. I definitely enjoyed it once I got a beat on it. I just wanted to kind of get this out of the way before I talk about the good stuff. The novel's only real downfall is that it presupposes that the reader understands the theology the writer is working within. Words like Messiah and hell are thrown around, but without context. Who's Messiah? The only Messiah I heard about is Jesus, right? Right? That's true, right? I honestly don't know. Hell, like Dante's Inferno, Paradise Lost, Diablo, the game, I don't know. There's mentions of angels, but the only angels I know are the ones at the top of some Christmas trees, so I have no idea what, if the characters are supposed to trust these beings, or if they're good, or what. I literally have no idea. I was, struggling, because I was I don't understand. As such, the novel really needed to provide some background for those of us who know nothing about Christianity beyond Jesus, because none of this stuff is explained. We get vague references to some sort of rift opening caused by, I'm presuming, though we're never definitively told, some sort of human-set nuclear event, but I'm unclear how a nuke would open a rift to some kind of hell portal world. Is hell an alternate dimension? I don't know. We're not told. Yet, all that being said, it's not like I didn't get the gist of the story or couldn't enjoy it without knowing this, but it was a little hard to enjoy it without understanding the world building. The basis of the first quarter of the story, as the second part is more what you read in the blurb, is that there's this little girl, her family is dead, and she's in a wasteland where monsters have run amok. If you have children, especially young ones, and are triggered by A, kids in peril, and B, children dying, maybe avoid this book. I wish I'd gotten a content warning so I could prepare, because I was kind of oh, well, that was sad. Speaking of sad, this book is bleak. The first quarter is the girl Esther trying to survive. It doesn't spend too much time on the shittiness of the world, at least, jumping forward to when she's older, and there are some top-notch action scenes in these parts. I understood her problems, and I sympathized with her greatly. I just couldn't really understand or picture what the monsters look like. They're described, but I still was unable to kind of fully picture what I was supposed to be seeing. Then the book jumps forward 400 years without warning and gives us a new set of characters. There are 3 sects. Some underground bunker dudes, also religious, another sect worshipping Esther, some sort of demigod, and then these once raider groups who have formed their own collective. The book also has an AI character and battle mechs, as you heard from the blurb, though we don't really get to see either of them in action, which was kind of disappointing. The characters are well done. As I said, Esther's very likable. Uh, Bastion? No, that's the name of the city. Bartholomew Baptiste, something with the B. Is another character. Uh, he was kind of a sad sack, but he was understandable. I kind of liked him. Rebecca was interesting, but the scav characters, like the scavengers, Sophus especially, were the most relatable and entertaining for me. I did, in fact, ship Baptiste, or whatever his name is, with Julia, one of the scavs, despite their limited scenes together. So there was enough characterization that I kind of got everyone's kind of deal. I thought all of them were interesting characters. Overall, this book, despite the lack of exposition, is really quite entrancing. The author has a writing style that's very descriptive and polished, and while the religious themes of the book aren't for me, I definitely enjoyed the novel, and I highly, highly recommend it. I think it's really, really well done. It's just it's writing for, I guess, a particular reader that has more knowledge of the subject matter, or at least the mythos the book exists within, than me. Regarding the SPSFC, I'm giving it a 7.5 as a score. The world building, as I said, held me back a bit, and the plot was a little plotting. I'm also giving Woe to the Victor, another of our semi-finalists, a 7.5, as I read that book like 2 years ago, and I still recall it quite well. Both these books are solid, entertaining sci-fi, and well worth the read. You should check them out. There's a cat named Reginald in Woe to the Victor, which I think which I will never forget, because I think it's a great name for a cat. Anyway, thank you for watching, and yeah.